Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Pacers trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Indiana. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
5 on the clock. And that one's good. Morant. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
And so here's Cleveland following the score by Indiana. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Turner, and he makes good on the layup.
Turner scoring buckets inside. He is really testing the defense. This guy has a whole lot of game.
Morant looking around. Driving inside. Can't hit from in close. The Pacers off to a quick start here. Here's Shepherd. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Harper with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. That's it. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
The kick out to Odom. McDaniels on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Odom.
You have to anticipate those quick release opportunities. Jaden McDaniels ready on the catch.
Here's Harper. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. They trail by 7. Morant outside. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Indiana with it. Doris, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a Renaissance man, very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interests.
Here's Allen. The Pacers making the shot. Odom, no good. We're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Eason. On the wing, Turner. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Harper. The putback. Second shot opportunity. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Miles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
Now, here's Morant for 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Outside Harper. Kicks it out to Banchero. It's good from long range.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Hefty move, and Turner throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten. Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
To the inside. Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
23, the Cavaliers, 7.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Love. Lays it up off the glass. Love's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, you like to see Kevin Love operate from there. Yes, he can shoot the three, but he's also a dangerous interior scorer.
Here's Kittle. Back to Allen. Pass to Newell. Shoots a fader. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
And here's Jackson. Guarded by Porzingis. Back to Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Success hasn't changed Austin Reeves' underdog mentality. He said it doesn't shift at all. There's a good majority of people that probably still don't think that I'm that good. It's a common theme for my life. What pushed me to get here are the people who doubted me. I always have to keep that in mind. Back over to you.
Keeps that chip on his shoulder. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Well, Dante DiVincenzo, very capable, putting it off the deck and attacking.
Out to Porzingis. Stolen by Jackson. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Pacers leading by 18. Here's Kittle. Scoreless thus far.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Shed. Outside Jackson. Pass to Shed. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Jackson misses.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Private. Oh, that was something else.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. .132 left now here in the second. Allen up top. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Misses the three. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
Allen outside. Pass to Porzingis. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
You know, when Porzingis is coming off as the cutter in a pick and roll, his desire is to score and finish the play.
Here's DiVincenzo. Plays it up and banks it in. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the night.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Right side Harper. And Harper slams it in.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here we felt it. And it's Shed missing. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Shed. Nothing on the board. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one-sided. Pacers out in front, just dominating this one. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And the shot goes in. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Outside Harper. There's the double team with Allen. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And here's Morant. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's sent back by Turner.
My goodness, the timing, the length, the instinct. Miles Turner sends it back.
Second team foul.
Here's Turner. 8 points for him. There's the double team with Allen. Out to Turner. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Kicks it out to Allen. Booker outside. Hawkins with the steal.
Boy, you get a sense of the impressive mobility for a guy Paolo Banchero's size. That long stride gets the whistle.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A fader. And good that time. Banchero's got 8 points.
Well, this is just excellent work in the mid-range, and you see how comfortable Paolo is taking those opportunities.
No good from Booker.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Pacers leading by 23. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, team. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Kevin?
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
Drains it from beyond the arc. 11 points in the game.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Banchero with the ball. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. That ball's nice feed that time from Banchero.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And it's Morant missing.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a start, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trades.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
Here's Banchero. Indiana moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by Banchero.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
The Pacers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And he sinks the second.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Morant outside. Over Allen. And another miss by Cleveland.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. So we can't get either to fall. The Cavaliers on offense. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now Strus. Allen outside. Puts the move on. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Indiana out there all by the...
Cavaliers, 21.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. The quick look, no good that time.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
It's Strus on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Strus has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Pacers. Morant outside. Takes a 3. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Booker is always on the attack. That's nice.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Strus. Buries it from 3-point range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Allen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Cavaliers ball.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Cleveland with the ball. Up top, Morant. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Indiana?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week's vacation here. I can't wait.
Shepherd with the ball. And finished off by Shepherd.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Here's Harper. Nice defense from McDaniel. The three from Morant. Drills it from outside.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Pass to Eason. Out to Turner. Stolen by Allen.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Indiana.
As one sad as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Dylan Harper.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
Now here's Booker. A 3-ball. And another miss by Cleveland.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Eason. From beyond the arc and then some.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Shepherd, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
At the line for Indiana.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
Checking in for the Pacers, 24, Jamie Hopkins.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up.
Say like me, 2 singers.